Lisa from Life in Layouts, and I have another Snow What Snow video for you. Today I'm going to be using a page map sketch from October of 2010. It is a one-page sketch. This is another one of my one-page layouts for this album. This photo is of me and my nephew right before we went down the hill in the tubings that we were doing. So I went ahead and pulled out this red paper. I'm not a big fan of the red paper, but I definitely wanted to incorporate it, and I did go ahead and gut it, and I'm just going to use it as a border. I actually don't think I end up using it at all. I might have used the other side of it because the other side has all of these like snow flurry people on it and all of the animals, so I made sure to save a piece of that. I pulled out this stencil. It is from Tim Holtz and it is called Dot Fade, and I went ahead and used the green that I've been using throughout to give it a little bit of border, and it just added some dots in two places really. The rest of it gets covered up, but I did kind of like a diagonal. I did go ahead and cut this paper down and then tear the edge of it to add to the main piece, and because it is so busy, I wasn't sure what piece really went with it, but then I turned the paper over and the stripes really look good with it, so I went ahead and just took the piece that I tore and added it right to the top so that I could see the stripes. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this lime green paper to be the top piece, and it has like little white dots on it that I guess is supposed to be snow, but I really like the way that that lime green contrasts against a lot of the blues that I'm going to be using in this particular layout. So once I get those two pieces down, I decided that I needed to back my photo, and I felt like if I backed it in that same lime green color, it would work really well. I then decided that I was going to use this title, Flurries of Fun. So I went ahead and just cut out this 4x4 card. I don't really do anything to it. I do distress the edges, but I leave it just the way it is. I thought about also using this like snow cap photo, even backing it, the Flurries of Fun. I thought about adding the title over to the right. I just couldn't make it work, so I just let it go and decided not to use that 4x6 card and just use the Flurries of Fun. I'm going to go ahead and line everything up with my T-square ruler and get all of it down. I want to make sure that I see as much of that green as possible since I love that color so much. And I pulled out this 3x4 card with the snowflake on it, and I'm going to add it to the right hand side. That's where I'm going to put my journaling. I thought that this piece was just a little bit too far down. Like it didn't give me enough space at the bottom to add everything that I wanted, so I did have to cover up a little bit more of that green than I wanted to. I do add the Flurries of Fun down flat, and I made sure that it like covered up one piece of the squares there so that it kind of gave it a little bit of a border. And then I did tuck that 3x4 card underneath the torn part because I covered so much of it up on the left that I wanted to make sure that it was there on the right hand side. Then I go ahead and get my photo down. I had pulled all of the pieces that I thought could work with the like downhill tubing. So this little sign here that I'm going to be adding says Grizzly Drop, Bunny Hill, and Wolf Peak, and it's pointing to the bunny hill, or the bunny hill is pointing towards us because that's definitely what we were doing. And then I added this little moose who is carrying a sled. Even though we were on tubes, I thought, you know, he kind of went with it. And then I'm going to add this lift pass that says hit the slopes all day, all day, all day. And it has like a little code that you could scan. And then I decided to add a house next to it. I first started out with that taller house, but it just didn't fit right. And so I went ahead and added this more triangle house to the layout. Then I pulled out the downhill tubing, which is definitely what I wanted to use with this particular layout. I am sitting on the tube. It's such a weird angle of these photos. So I'm sitting on the tube and my older nephew is behind me, and he is also in his tube, but he's standing up. So our tubes were connected and we were getting ready to go down the slide together, or the slopes together. And I was like, let me take a picture real quick. And so I just love the way that this picture came out. It's not the most flattering picture of me, but it's just a great memory picture. Up there on the right hand side, I did go ahead and add the little silhouette of the guy skiing, even though we're not skiing. I felt like it fit perfectly there, and it does look like he's almost kind of skiing downhill. And I added a couple of snowflakes to that section as well. Up there next to the house, I add a little circle that says hit the slopes, as well as a heart. And then I'm going to add these like snow goggles that have like a mountain scene in the reflection of the goggles, and I thought that that looked really cool. And then down at the bottom, I'm gonna add some word stickers that say "You melt my heart, so much fun," and "Downhill races." All right, everyone, this is my final layout as well as some close-ups. I can't wait to get all of these layouts together in the album so that I can show you how they look and what I do when I am using single page layouts in my double page albums. All right, everyone, if you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more inspiration from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.